Hey guys, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Last night's stream did not go according to plan, indeed. But I made some changes to my control scheme. I made it so that I drive with the mouse, and I think in terms of recordings and live streams, we'll have better results that way. So,
turn left.
when I live stream next and do recordings of this game, it's going to be controlled completely by the mouse. I still have some difficulty keeping the truck straight because it is a lot more difficult to do that besides the controller. So it's kind of a trade-off, but honestly, I don't wreck near as much because I don't have to worry about my brake losing or the steering wheel randomly veering off to the left when I don't want to. So it is what it is, and I think we'll be doing a lot better that way. I'm just gonna wait until this light turns green here, and then I'm gonna turn onto the road and we're gonna start to go on the exit and get on the freeway here.
Keep right and then turn right.
You know what? Yeah, hang on guys, I want to do something real quick. Okay guys, I got my timer stopped for like 1 hour. Once that goes off, if we're not there yet, that's when I'm gonna take a break between episodes. I don't know if we'll get there in time. I don't think so because we got a 18-hour trip, so that sounds like a multiple episode thing to me. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I really don't like driving at night, but at this point I need the money. I defaulted on my loan one time already because I wasn't able to pay because I paid some of the loan off. And so when they actually took the daily amount out, I wasn't able to pay the amount, so it put me in the negative. In actuality, we made about $12,000, but because of the fact that it put me in the red for like $1,200 or $1,300, that's why we only have $8,000, because I paid for some repairs and some other maintenance things. But when the loan was taken out, I had $10,000 left, and then I went and paid for some other stuff. Nothing upgrading the truck or anything, I just paid for some maintenance, which was another $1,000 or so. I think it was a little more than $1,000, like, oh, I don't know, roughly $1,200 again. But I will be engaging with you guys a little bit more during daylight hours because I don't really enjoy driving at night because some of the state highway systems, they don't light up their highway systems not that great. California, which is where we're at right now, their highway system lighting isn't that bad. But when you get into, oh crap, that was almost bad. You can hear the tire screech on that. And that's what I'm talking about when I say the mouse is slightly harder, because it's kind of awkward to use. Anyways, I'm gonna adjust my seat here so I can minimize that awkwardness. Okay, we're good to go. Got like a chopper or something above my head. I think it has something to do with the police situation. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't really enjoy driving at night because it's harder to see, especially when you have a glare on the screen. And I have a little bit of one right now. It's not all that bad, so I can still see, but that's kind of why during nighttime hours I'm not going to engage with you guys as much in general. Okay, it still goes straight. I was wondering if I had to break off there. But then again, I do have the voice navigation thing active, so it probably would have told me if I needed to do that, honestly. But I played this game for years without that, and she does get annoying, he or she, depending on if you use Doug or Sky or whoever. But they do get annoying at times. See, that's what I'm talking about, guys. I should have been hitting the brake at that point in time earlier, but I didn't. I thought I could make that turn. I apologize for that. Anyways, the voice recognition thing can get a little bit annoying, to be honest, but overall, I believe it's better to have it because that way you can focus better on the road than you can looking at the navigation system or GPS or general positioning, whatever. I forget what the S is. But as you can see, I don't know if you guys heard it over my voice, probably not, but she told me to
Turn right.
exit right, and she just told me to turn right. And so sometimes you're like, no dirt, but at the same time, if you're not paying attention to the road, it is kind of a blessing. It is a kind of a, I would say, love-hate relationship type deal. Because they do get annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but the pros to having the voice navigation on, I think, outweigh the cons so that you can focus on where you're driving better than instead of glancing over the GPS so much. I still do it from time to time. I got stuck on this hydrant. I didn't take it wide enough. Anyways, I still do it from time to time, but not nearly as much. Before I discovered that you could activate voice navigation thing, I was glancing at the map like crazy because I never wanted to make a mistake, especially when I was on YouTube. But when I started playing this game for YouTube, that was after I discovered that you had one. Actually, I think I discovered it slightly after I started doing this game for YouTube. But the time between me discovering that and doing on YouTube was not far between. I just don't remember exactly what it was, what the exact order is. But I do enjoy driving these trucks. I think if I could do it in real life, I probably would, outside of the military. So I do enjoy driving this game. I do enjoy playing this game. It's just I have to kind of handicap myself while I'm playing this because I am only using a single hand. So that is what it is. But it is most definitely one of my most favorite games to play, honestly. So there's gonna be a lot more of this American Truck Simulator content coming out in the recent months because they overhauled the game. If you don't have the game for yourself, it is worth the purchase. And some of the DLC maps are definitely worth it as well, because it's going to enhance your immersion in your gameplay. So I would also recommend, if you do get the game, I would also recommend getting some of the states as well, because your base game is going to be California and Nevada and Arizona, and the map is going to stop there. So you're going to get tired of the scenery eventually, because those 3 states look a lot like this constantly. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to get the game, get some DLC states. Not necessarily if you don't want to get the other DLC besides the states, but guys, you definitely want to get a couple states. There's no doubt about it, because it enhances the game so much. I never regret getting a new state when I get a state. I never regret it. I never regret getting a state, because the developers, when they make a state, man, they put some serious time in it. And once I'm done with this turn, I'll engage with you guys again, but I need to deal with this because I'm losing control here. So I'm going to stay quiet for a few minutes until I get around this hard part, because talking and driving does make it slightly more difficult. So when I get on these skinny roads, I'm probably gonna start keeping my mouth shut for a little bit until I get away from the hard parts. But these skinny roads are my nightmare. I prefer the freeway that's multiple lanes, because I don't have to deal with what we're dealing with right now, and trying to engage with you guys and drive at the same time is kinda actually difficult. Even with my wheelchair, I can't do that. So this is just a thing with me. If I don't have a lot of space in an area, I can't really talk and drive at the same time. So that is normal for me. But I definitely don't want to do it now because I'm on camera. Now I'm doing it anyways because I'm explaining that to you. But in the future, I won't be engaging on roads like this unless I have a subject. Now, because I'm going at a reasonable speed, it's not all that fast, it's not that hard right now. But when we get to going 70, 60 miles an hour down roads like this, you know, I don't enjoy it. It's rather scary because I don't want to look like an idiot while driving, okay? And it's already hard enough, as you can see. Like, there's times where I need to hit the brake where other YouTubers won't do that. But again, keep in mind, I'm doing this with a single hand. And so I'm a little more wobbly at the wheel, but there's really nothing I can do about that. Now that we're on the multiple lane road, I can talk to you guys a little bit easier because there's more space that I can use on the road. But I guess you could say when I play American Truck Simulator, it really is kind of like a drunk man, but it is what it is. I enjoy it, so I'm not gonna stop playing it. The other reason I'm talking a lot during this game is because I don't want to cut too much out of here. Okay, that is something I don't want to do. Yeah, I'm glad it's tire screech. Oh, that was close. Yeah, tire screech big time. Well, I think I might turn the sensitivity down on the steering a little bit more, so that I'm not fighting. Yeah, this feels like it's better for recordings and such, because I'm not like turning super hard to get around this corner, and then I'll start talking again. Anyway, we got about 15 hours left to go. I know we killed some time in the options menu, but I don't think it would matter much. I don't think we're gonna make it one shot anyways today, because again we're 18 hours, so I didn't expect to make that with an hour, but the way I'm gonna edit these is gonna be based on sound instead of me talking, so that way I don't edit too much of this video out, and you can see more of the driving and the scenery change and that kind of thing. But that's how American Truck Simulator is going to be edited. Now, if I have a serious bad wreck at some point, I'm probably gonna edit that part out so that you guys don't see it. But this definitely is not going to be completely clean. Now, these minor wrecks that I have, I probably won't worry about. But if it's like seriously a bad wreck, it's probably gonna be edited out so I can pull the loading screen and stuff out. But overall, I think we're doing alright right now. I forgot to tell you guys, they put used trucks in the game now. So you can buy a truck now for $100,000. Unfortunately though, you still have to take out the $120,000 though. The reason for that is that you need to, with these used trucks, sometimes they come damaged. And so you buy the truck cheaper, but sometimes overall you buy a piece of crap. And it's just not worth doing. I would almost buy a brand new truck if I knew what I know now. But you can get a truck for cheaper now because it's already been used. But this truck had, I think, 36,000 miles when I bought the thing. So they come pre-used. I hope there's a rest area at some point pretty quick here. And actually, to be honest, I think that's how I'm gonna judge the future episodes. I'm not gonna use the timer, not really. It's gonna be when I rest for the 8 hours is when we're gonna in the episodes and stuff, I think. Because that I think would be a good judge of time, honestly. Because you can drive for about 15 hours in game each day. And if I remember correctly, you can drive for about 45 minutes per 15 hours, I think. Maybe it's a half an hour. I don't remember offhand, but I calculated it one time. So I think I'm gonna go back to that system of resting and stopping the episodes.
Go straight on.
I do like the level of detail they have with these Western style stores and stuff. That is cool. One time, in a way earlier version of this game, I went to Bakersfield, and I have an old friend. She grew up there, and I probably won't ever see her again, but she is in Kansas now, Wichita, and there's a sign that says Bakersfield on the entrance and when you leave Bakersfield. And I asked her if it really was like that, and she said yes, it is. That sign is really there. So the developers, one of the reasons I love this game is that the developers really pay attention to detail. So I wouldn't be surprised if those Western style buildings is in that small town little strip that we just left. I wouldn't be surprised if that is really there. Now, there's no way at this point we're in California. We have to be out of it at this point. Maybe not, but I would think so. But whatever state that Western style town is in, I'd be willing to bet that is actually there.
Go straight on.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet that's actually a thing. Which, that is cool. Going back to the olden days, I do like these open deserts, but I love states like Washington, Oregon, and states like that in Delaware and Colorado and all that, because just the level of green that's with those states, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not saying that the level of detail in the desert states or desert areas of certain states isn't great, isn't beautiful. It's wonderfully crafted, but I just like the green states a little bit better. It's I just love the level of detail. So we got a gas station coming up here.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And no rest area yet.
Turn right.
And we got some kind of pizza shop. I never saw that in the game in the years that I've had it. That must be some kind of new edition or something. Which honestly is pretty cool.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Yeah, but honestly, we're gonna be turning slightly, but I understand why she doesn't mention it, because it's a turn within what she's talking about, but it's not exactly straight. Gotta consider stopping for fuel in the next episode as well. Oh, that was a smooth turn. I'm really proud of myself there. That was nice.
Go straight on.
Yeah, I did see. Okay. And it's because it's a school zone.
Go straight on.
I'm waiting for the day that they actually get Pennsylvania in the game, because that's where I'm from. So when they actually do that, it's gonna be something that I actually do grab, because that's my home state. Jeez, not a whole lot of respite places around here. There's one. I'm gonna stop there and end the episode once we wake up. Yeah, because we're starting the second episode of this trip. We're just gonna push until we actually get there, because we're gonna have enough time on the fatigue level to actually push, because we got roughly 11 hours to go, and the fatigue system allows us to drive for 15 hours, which I just drove past the rest area. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully we can make it to another one. That's all I can say, because I can't really turn around on this type of road. Oh, that was scary for me. That was scary for me, guys. That was interesting. And if you can see me in the camera, I actually flinched. Oh, thank God. There's another one up here just in time. But the only concern I have now is the level of fuel that we have. This is a brand new game, and so because of the major update that they had with adding Nebraska and all that, and changing some UI stuff, I thought it would be best to start over again, which probably was a smart idea. But that being said, we have the smallest gas tank in the game, and so as far as range goes, we don't really have all that much. Okay, alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.